Hello and welcome. My name is Chef Padua Player. I'm the owner and executive pastry chef of Sugar Chef Desserts. For the past 7 years, I've developed a beautiful partnership with the Folger Shakespeare Library for the Emily Dickinson Birthday Tribute Reading. After each annual poetry reading celebrating Dickinson, we serve my special black cake recipe. I can remember coming to the Folger to talk with the staff about the Emily Dickinson's black cake recipe and what I can do to make it special. What came out was a delicious collaboration that has fruit, spice, and is full of poetic license. We're sorry that we're unable to gather together to eat this delicious cake in person this year, but we hope that you have a chance to make this cake at home for yourself and for your loved ones. From the Folger Shakespeare Library, the Hardison Poetic Series, and me, Sugar Chef. Take care, be safe, and happy holidays. Hi, it's me, Sugar Chef. Now the fun begins. We're going to start to make the cake. So the first thing you want to do is you want to start off with room temperature butter. Okay, so we're going to start off by creaming your sugar and your butter. So you want to cream this until it's light and fluffy. Okay. I'm just doing this by hand because this just makes it easier and it's less noise. Okay, so we're going to add the eggs one at a time, room temperature, of course. So what you want to do, you want to make sure you incorporate each egg into your batter before you add the next one. So it's going to look a little curdled, and that's just because of the eggs. So it's okay, you can still keep going. Okay, add the next egg. All right, so we're gonna add the last few eggs. Okay. So we're gonna mix this until all of this is incorporated. So next we're gonna add our molasses. So another little trick I like to do whenever I'm measuring molasses, you wanna spray the vessel that you're measuring in because that way your molasses slides out nice and easy. You don't have any waste. So you wanna make sure you get all that good flavor from the molasses into your bowl. So we're gonna mix in the molasses. So next thing we're gonna mix in our dry ingredients. So this is our leavening, our spices, salt. I always use kosher salt whenever I'm baking. We're gonna make sure you use spices. In terms of spices, we're using allspice, cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger. So we're gonna slowly add this in. So you wanna keep a few tablespoons of flour because you wanna add your macerated fruit to that. So the fruit that I'm using today is just a medley of dry fruits. We're doing craisins, we're doing apricots, dry figs, any of your favorite dry fruit. Because remember, it is a fruit cake. And also what I like to do is I like to macerate my berries. And macerate basically means that you're just soaking the fruit in the liquid so the fruit can absorb all those juices and flavors from the liquor and the brandy or whatever you choose to use. So one of my tricks is with the macerated fruit, I like to add a little orange juice to this with your brandy and your simple syrup. So you want to reserve a little of the dry ingredients. And the reason why you want to reserve a little bit of the dry ingredients is because it prevents the fruit from sinking to the bottom. So you want to toss your dry fruit with a little of your flour. Okay, we're going to fold that in last. So you want to make sure that your oven is preheated, well, conventional oven anyway. So you want to make sure that your oven is preheated to 325. Well, I have a conventional oven, so I'm doing 325. Okay, so we're going to fold this in. So that's how simple it is. So this batter will make you a 9-inch tube pan or 8-inch cake. Okay, so I baked the cake in the 325-degree oven in a 9-inch greased tube pan. And it took approximately 30 to 35 minutes, probably a little more give or take. So you want to make sure that when you insert a cake tester into the middle of the cake that it comes out clean. Okay, so here's our finished product. Okay, so what I did was, of course, you syrup the cake with your brandy mixture, your brandy simple syrup. So I glazed the cake with a little apricot glaze. Just garnish it with your favorite fruits. I did some apricots and some fresh strawberries, and voila, here you go. So here you are. Thank you so much for joining me tonight in celebration of the Emily Dickinson birthday tribute. And from my kitchen to yours, happy baking.